Hey guys, welcome back here to our Weymouth series on FM20, and we are here at the final game of the season. We are going to be taking on Charlton Athletic in our final game in our first season here in the championship. Hopefully we can close out the season with a nice 3 points over Charlton here. Before we jump into this match though, let's just take a look and see how we've gotten on since the last time. So we played a fair bit of games offline, as the season wasn't really going to go anywhere. We weren't going to be in the playoff, we weren't going to be in a relegation fight. So just trying to get through the season so we can get on to next year, where hopefully we will be pushing for promotion. But after that Middlesbrough game, we took on Luton and we got a 2-0 victory over them thanks to 2 first-half goals. Opened up the scoring with Josh Earl in the 2nd minute and Will Vaulks getting the 2nd and the 36th minute. We then took on Blackburn and got a 1-0 victory over them. Center back James McKenna heading in the only goal of that game. Then we took on Brentford and got a 1-1 draw. Alexi Pitu scored in the 2nd minute, but unfortunately we gave up a kind of late goal in the last 15 minutes of the game from a penalty in the 77th minute. We did bounce back with a 2-1 victory against Lincoln City. Lincoln actually opened up the scoring in the 25th minute. We answered 11 minutes later with Monteiro, and then Ellis Sims coming up with a big winner in the 93rd minute. Then it was a 0-0 draw against Birmingham. Just not a lot of action going on in that one. Just both teams not finding a way to break down the other team. Then we followed that up with another draw. This time it was a 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace. They opened up the scoring in the 13th minute before Ellis Sims gets the equalizer in the 72nd minute. Then it was 2 losses in a row. First one was a 3-2 defeat against Swansea. Monteiro did get a brace in that game. Unfortunately, it was not enough for us. Then the second loss was against Bristol City. This time it was a 2-1 defeat. And Benteke did get on the score sheet for us there. We then bounced back with 2 victories in a row. First one was against Preston North End. Both of our goals came within the first 10 minutes of the game through Ellis Sims and Les Payne. Then it was a nice 4-0 battering over Pompey. They had a player sent off in the 31st minute. We had goals from Home in the 22nd, Pitu in the 42nd, and Benteke in 3rd minute of extra time there, and Monteiro capped it off in the 88th minute. So the league table sits with us in at 9th place, and we can only finish in either 9th or 8th place, so not much riding on this last game. Charlton are down in 19th. They've already secured their place as well, and they're stuck in 19th place no matter what happens. So yeah, so not a lot riding on this game at all. But I'm super proud of our team for being able to achieve a top 10 finish in our first year in the championship. So make sure you guys leave a like on this video to show your support for this fantastic season that we have had, finishing in the top 10 in our first season in the championship. Absolutely incredible. Team news, we still have a couple injuries that we are dealing with. Blaken, Vaulks, and Blake are all out injured. Matt Blake has been out for a couple months now, and fortunately didn't make it back in time for the end of the season, and I'm fairly certain that we will not be renewing his contract, so that's disappointing. We also have a couple players in the starting lineup today that will have expiring contracts that I don't think I will be renewing. Alsop, Ekpatita, and Thomas all have expiring contracts, and I don't think they will be joining us next season. So that is why Ekpatita and Thomas are in the starting lineup today, so our fans can cheer them on one last time. But without further ado, let's kick off our final game of the season in our inaugural championship season against Charlton. Alright, and we are underway here at the Bob Lucas Stadium. Come on, you Terras. We have an early highlight here, and it is us on the ball. Good ball over the top by Offerer. Home has it. Can he finish it? He cannot. It is saved. We do win a corner out of it. Home will take the corner. He whips it in. Oh, Ekpatita was there, but his header goes just over and it's out for a goal kick. How great would that have been if Ekpatita got the goal there on his final game? We almost had an interception there with less pain, but they survived. This could be very dangerous now. Good job, Earl. Let's counterattack him. Over the top to Benteke. Let's finish that. Benteke. Oh! Another save by this goalkeeper. Out for another corner for the Terras. Home will whip this in. Oh, Benteke this time heads it over. I'm happy that we're getting on the end of these corners. Just haven't been able to finish them yet. 2 yellow cards for Charlton players there, and they have another free kick now. It's whipped in. Good header away. Pito, let's break with it. I'll go on P2. Alexi P2, oh! That would have been a wonderful goal, but it was an easy save in the end, and we're heading closer to halftime, 10 minutes now. And there is halftime. Alexi Pito picks up the booking right before halftime, but it is goalless here at halftime. See if we can get a better second half going on here, boys. Second half underway. Come on, you Terras. Let's get these 3 points. It's a highlight here for Charlton. Oh, that was a great ball. Can we get back and defend this? Oh, what a save by Ryan Alsop. The danger is not over yet. Oh, what a block by Ekpatita there. We are barely surviving. Thankfully, we do survive that encounter, and now it is us with a highlight. Oh, shoot it in there, Home. Oh, what a save by that keeper.
Epic save!
Saves it onto the crossbar. Wow, the keeper is putting in a man of the match performance for Charlton. We are going to make a substitution. Montiero is going to come on for Greenwood here. He has only recently come back from an injury. Has played like 2 games for about 60 minutes each time, so just going to bring on Montiero here to give him a run out here and not risk any further injuries to Greenwood before the end of the season. But it's a highlight here. Charlton on the ball. Charlton definitely look like the better second half team so far. I mean, we have to defend yet another attacking movement from Charlton, and they head it just over. Come on, guys. We need to have a better second half, and we have not shown it yet. Okay, we're going to make our final 2 substitutions. Vos is going to come on for Thomas, and McKenna is going to come on for Ekpatita, so they can get a standing ovation from the fans as they leave the pitch for the final time as Weymouth players. Okay, just around 10 minutes to find a winner for the Terras, and hopefully not for Charlton, but it's definitely a possibility. We do have a highlight here. Oh, whip it in, Benteke. Whip it in. He overruns that. He gets the ball back, though. He whips it in now. It falls to Payne, who can't keep his shot down. Goes out for a goal kick, unfortunately. End to extra time. It's the final highlight, most likely, here. Come on, you Terras. Vos whips it in. He picks out Earl, maybe? Danger's still on here. Go on. Montiero, no! What a save! This keeper is definitely getting man of the match. Unless we find a winner here on the final kick of the game. Home whips it in. Ah, McKenna can't keep his header down, and it goes out for a goal kick, and the final whistle is blown. Their goalkeeper gets man of the match. You don't see that very often. But the final game of the season ends in a goalless draw between Weymouth and Charlton. So with that draw, we finish in 9th place. Norwich ended up getting a draw in their game, so if they would have lost, we would have finished above them. But finishing in 9th place in our first season in the championship cannot be overstated how proud I am of our players. We're going to get a ton of money in the off season for TV revenue and prize money, and that's going to mean a lot for the Terras, but we'll be able to get better players in this off season and really push for promotion next season. I wouldn't be too upset if we ended up staying in the championship for 1 or 2 more seasons, because yeah, we do ultimately want to win the championship and add another trophy to our cabinet. But here's a quick look at the final league standings. We'll go more in depth at the end of the playoffs. So the league winners end up being West Brom, finishing on 90 points. 3 points behind them in second place is Derby County. So those are the 2 teams that will have automatic promotion into the Premier League. And the 4 teams that are going to be fighting it out in the playoffs are Brentford, Middlesbrough, Fulham, and Nottingham Forest. So I'm looking forward to seeing who ends up winning the playoffs and joins West Brom and Derby in the Premier League. Brentford do look to be slightly better than the rest of the teams. Plus 28 goal difference. They look like a real threat. On the other end of the table, Millwall, Preston, and Leakin all get relegated down into League One. A bit disappointed that Lincoln City end up getting relegated. I was hoping we could get another season of facing off against them, but they will have to gain promotion back up if they want to face us again in the league. So I will go ahead and bring you guys back after the playoffs have happened, and we'll go over that, and we'll go over who ends up winning that playoff and the 3 teams that will be relegated down from the Premier League, and we'll go over the end of the season awards and stats and all that fun stuff. We're back and we have our end of the season awards, starting off with our fans player of the season with a whopping 74% of the vote. Callum Home is the fans player of the season. Second place goes to Namdi Afbur on 17% and James McKenna third place with 6%. I mean, yeah, Callum definitely had a good season for us. Just a little surprised that he had 74% of the vote. He also gets the goal of the season coming last month against Portsmouth. So let's just take a look at that goal. Yeah, the free kick keeper didn't do a good job. I'm a little surprised that was also the goal of the season. But there you go, that was our goal of the season. Our signing of the season goes to James McKenna, a free transfer from Manchester United. And the young player of the season, of course, goes to Callum Home. Just taking a look at his statistics, he made 24 starts and 12 appearances off the bench in the championship, had 3 goals, 11 assists, 10 player of the matches, and average rating of 7.5. So, I mean, not super crazy goals or assists, but he was always good when he was in the team. Top goal scorer, Christian Benteke with 10 goals. That's not a lot of goals. Our goals are kind of spread around more this season. Highest average rating, Callum Home, 7.45. Most assists, Home, 11. Best pass completion, Ryan Alsop, 93. Most player of the matches goes to Callum Home as well. But yeah, Christian Benteke, top goal scorer. I'm not going to renew his contract either. You can see that his physicals have greatly declined throughout the season, but he was still decent for us. He led the line efficiently, and when he was able to get into positions and get service, he seemed to bag the goals in. He is also going to retire at the end of next season, so perhaps he'll go back to Belgium for one final season. Christian did exactly what we wanted him to do this season. Taking a look at the league stats, Callum Holm did get in the top 3 for highest average rating, ended on 7.5. Chris Lamb, who finished top, actually got sold to Liverpool in January. He had the highest average rating and he finished with the most goals, and he didn't even play the second half of the season in the championship. He made a very big money move at 18 years old to Liverpool, 43.5. Yeah, like I said, he had incredible attributes, and I knew he was going to get picked up by a big team. Callum Holm also finished second with most player of the matches. If you look at the team overview stats, most goals, we finished joint 5th with 64, so good job from us there. Made the top 5 for best heading completion, 5th place, 62%. So there's that. 4th best crossing completion with 23. We didn't finish top with the most average possession. We finished 3rd this season, which might be the very first time we failed to have the most average possession. So how about that? Middlesbrough finished top, followed by Sunderland, but we still got podium, so that's good. 7th place for passing accuracy, 82%. Best tackling, 5th place, 88%. Committed the 8th most fouls in the league, 550 in 46 games. Good on us. Least conceded, we finished 4th with 43 goals allowed in 46 games. That's incredible. So looking at the stats, considering we were in the top 5 for most goals and least conceded, it's kind of surprising that we actually finished in 9th place. You would think we would have been more challenging at the top of the table, but that only bodes well for us for next season. We're going to have an even better squad next year, so I'm looking forward to what we can do. Didn't make the top 10 for the most shutouts, but fantastic year for the Terras. The playoffs are still going on, still have the second leg of the first round, and then it's the playoff final. So I will bring you guys back for that, unless there's anything else in the news here. Yeah, nothing in the news at the moment. We can choose our training camp destination. So for the first time, we can go out of the country. Most teams usually go to a warm location, so that would put Portugal and Spain at the top of the list. So yeah, let's go to Spain. So that is where our training camp will be next season. So there you guys go. Sneak peek for next preseason. We will be playing some Spanish teams. Okay, we're back with some more awards. Callum Holm is named the Championship Player of the Year. I was not really expecting that, but that is a huge accomplishment for Callum Holm. So very happy for Callum there. And Ryan Alsop is named into the Team of the Year as well. So a bit surprised he got in over Holm, but I'm very happy to see that we had a player named into the Team of the Year. And the playoffs have just finished as well. And the winner is Fulham, beating out Nottingham Forest in the playoff final. So again, the 3 teams that are going up, West Brom as champions, Derby as automatic promotion from 2nd place, and Fulham up as the playoff winners. And again, the 3 teams relegated, Millwall, Preston, and Lincoln. And of course, we finished in 9th place. Going up to the Premier League, the champions are Manchester City, Gross, and the 3 teams that are relegated and joining us next season are Watford, West Brom, and Cardiff. I don't know if all the awards are finished. Let's look at the Manager of the Year. That's not the right league. Manager of the Year, goes to Brendan Rodgers of Fulham. So we did not win the Manager of the Year. A little bit surprised that I didn't end up winning it, considering we were predicted to come dead last and we came in 9th. Rodgers ends up getting it. So I guess we'll just have to aim for the title and the Manager of the Year next season. But yeah, that is all we have for today and this season. So next time we come back will be the start of the new season. We'll have played through the preseason. So make sure you guys are subscribed and you have that notification bell turned on so you don't miss out on that video when it does come out. And of course, if you haven't already done so, make sure you leave a like on this video as well. Until next time and next season, it's been your Boyd 147.